Hey guys, I was gonna post this blog on Friday night, but something came up, and I mean like quite literally something came up. I was gonna do it today, and I was gonna go to the gym with my mom and my sister. I was gonna start my bike routine for my climate summer program, but then at 1 o'clock, when I thought I was leaving for the gym, I got a text from a friend of mine saying, "Julie, I'm sick. Please take over for me at work." And I was like, okay. So I went to work until 7, and then I walked home through freezing rain, and where it was slippery as death, so my legs are all really tense. And then I walk in the door. I'm like, "Hi, bro, give me a second." And my sister is like, "Julie, you want to be my date for this thing?" And I'm like, So then it was like, gotta wear formal clothes and go to fundraiser for my church or something.
That's fucking right.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't have anything to wear, and I was walking around in a bathrobe. So I eventually put on, hi. I put on this thing that has this back.
You slut.
That is sexy. And wait, let's see. I'm not even going to bother moving the camera. Yeah. And Marianne just
Dad just like
pulled in.
I can't even tell the story on camera. So I'm like gonna rip off my clothes and get on my pajamas. Deuces.
Marianne went to a party, and the party ended, or maybe she went to a friend's house. She did something that she didn't get permission for. And she came home literally like 2 minutes before we got home. So I'm in my sexy Filipino cocktail dress, and the shawl I just had, I was wearing that the whole night, so it looked pretty decent. Hi, this is Julie, and this is Julie's blog, and I'm wearing the nicest thing you'll ever see me wearing. Just came back from Les Mis. I'll do the blog post tomorrow. Hello again. I got speaking points again. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. So, I was going to put this up earlier. It's all the random other stuff. I brought up my blog to my brother the other day, and he was like, yeah, it's a video diary. And the moment I realized that, yeah, it actually was a video diary, I got really embarrassed that I kept telling people about it, because I say some weird things on this. And, I was thinking I'm probably only going to be doing this for a year. So I'd have 52 blogs, and then after that I'd try doing something different. So I'd have a year's worth of video diary. I've got like another 18 to go. And then who knows what I'd do after that. I found an old schoolmate of mine on YouTube, and apparently he was on The Voice. He was only in like the very beginning of it. He didn't get selected or anything, because apparently he choked up or something. Because he's in like the very beginning, it just like flashes like, and the people that didn't do very well. Here's a tiny clip because they're not very important. But he's got these videos on YouTube of him just jamming out. And it's him singing, and then he'll have like his guitar friend in the back. And then as the videos went on, it was like him and his brother and the guitar dude, and him and his cousin and the family, and it just would grow with each one. And his singing's not bad, but it was really cute because there'd just be random animals in these blogs. Like at one point, like he's singing this song, and there's like 30 seconds left in the song, and he picks up this chocolate lab puppy. Like it had just been running at his feet, and he's like, oh, and he's holding this puppy, and I was like, oh my god, this video is amazing. And when he's just holding this kitty, but he's got the kitty balanced in his lap, so then he has these really knobby knees trying to hold this kitty. It was cute. It wasn't bad. And then of course, because I saw that, I was like, I want to do song videos. I don't have a guitar playing buddy. I have artistic friends. I don't have musical friends. I need to utilize that somehow. I interviewed at 2 places today for jobs. Woo, I'm Two-Face. I interviewed at J. Crew, and that was actually really funny because I went on their website that morning, and I'm looking at the website, And the girls, the models on their website are crazy skinny. Like, not healthy skinny. Like, so one, they're really skinny. And, like, they have varying amounts of, like, sharpness to their face. But what was scary is that they'd be standing there. And it's like, no body fat. But then it'd just be like, these arms. And these arms have no fat on them. So they're just like these little tiny Skeletor arms that are like, and they're all in like these t-shirts or their tank tops with these arms that are just bone. So if they look scary before, then it's like, no, I really have nothing on me. And I wrote to them. I was like, just so you know, this is how I type. Just so you know, because this would be weird. Just so you know, your models are scary. Like, they're uncomfortable to look at. They are way too skinny, and their arms are really skinny. So you should probably encourage them to soften up a bit, because that is not a healthy body image. And they're like, we will send this to the appropriate people. We appreciate your stuff. And then I applied for a job there. And I don't think I'm fashionable enough, because they talk a lot about layering. And I'm pretty and I'm skinny, but the way that my waist is set up is that if I layer it, it kind of destroys the little bit of waist that I have. It like starts making me look boxy, and I'm not boxy. So it's usually, especially at the waist part, like there is no layering. The layering does not happen. I mean, like maybe like one of those little crop tops, because you can see that on the camera. But I interviewed at J. Crew, and I probably didn't get in, and that's probably for the best, because I don't know if I belong there. But the second place I interviewed was this place called Market Table. Little restaurant. I talked to the lady. She had an English accent, which means she's either from like England or Australia, because I don't know my accents well enough anymore. They get a lot of local stuff. She knew where all her stuff came from. She was like, and the milk is from this place, and the cheese is from this place, and I was like, that's so cool. You know where it's from. And I'm shadowing there on Monday, so tomorrow. And I'll be able, I guess if I like it, I'll be working there. But I already know that I'll like it. If that's the actual option. I'm excited. I saw Les Mis. Actually, I saw Les Mis twice. I liked it a bit better the second time, but the first time I saw it, Hugh Jackman's voice is not... I think Jean Valjean's part is too high for him, because he sounded awful. Like, I really love the song Bring Him Home. Love it. I really love the song Bring Him Home. He's like the son I might have now. If God had granted me a son. But sons must die one by one. How soon they fly. You know, like it's, oh. And he was like, it was weird. It just didn't sound good. Because like the music starts, everything goes quiet. And then he starts singing, and it was like, ah! And of course his voice is the loudest because he's the main character. And it's like, I couldn't even look. I was like, ugh. So some things they did were cool, and some things it was like, oh, you really could have done more of that. And some things it was like, Hugh Jackman, I have put so much faith in you. Because he started out on Broadway. He was in the play that I can picture, but I can't think of the name of. He was the dad in Happy Feet. Don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. Just need your body, baby. If you can't tell, I like that song. I created a Twitter and a Tumblr. So actually, I'm going to provide links to that, despite the fact that they're not important. But I created them. And I started putting up a story that I wrote last year that I really rushed because I wanted to give it to people for Christmas. And I was like, it's either going to sit here on my computer and die, or I can just like get it out there and then people can give me feedback and I can write a better story later. That's my blog this week. I'm going to be starting an Etsy soon when I actually buy stuff for it. better? Do you like seeing my boobs? Anyway. Welcome to my video diary. Thanks for stalking me. You crazy people. Love you anyway.